Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly. They been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me.
It was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jordan Love ready on first down here. Caught left side by Funchess. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 4th down. Here's Green Bay's third-year punter, J.K. Scott. The 49ers have Richie James back deep. James now to return it. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The holding penalty and negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. Play action. Now Kaepernick. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. First carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. The Packer fans, and not to mention members of this defense, likely hoping to forget what Mostert did to Green Bay in the NFC title game last year. 29 carries, 220 yards, and an NFL postseason record-tying 4 touchdown runs. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 26-yard line.
This is Mostert. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a first.
Kaepernick was looking to throw, but then it became decision time. And when he saw they had room to run, he made the right decision to pull it down there, and he winds up picking up the first down.
Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Pass rusher extraordinaire. D Ford that time getting the sack.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. Rolling to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Back to you. Mike 42.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kendrick Bourne, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Block 54. Back one. Check.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Rodgers took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
Packers.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 9.
Just a yard to go here on second down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Packers nothing.
On second down now, it's Jones, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
A pickup
for the Packers and Niners. This, of course, a rematch of the NFC Championship game from a year ago, and that game belonged to the 49ers. You might remember Raheem Mostert, boy, he really made a name for himself in that one. 220 yards on the ground, 4 touchdown runs in the 37-20 victory that sent the 49ers to Miami. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Second and 2 at the 49ers' 38-yard line.
Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw now, here's Love. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Green Bay.
I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
A nice run there by Jones on first down as he'll wind up getting about 5, so second and 5 coming up.
At the 17-yard line.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now a second down throw for Love here. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it third down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Third and 2, Love with it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what we call a rookie mistake. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was second in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero, Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers.
Makes it second.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Open man is born. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
The tackling in this game has not been good so far. We've seen our share of missed tackles. Case in point, that one right there. And that miss led to another big play. I don't know if it's effort, I don't know if it's technique, but they'll have to work on that in practice.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this week. And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Kendrick Bourne with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
24-yard
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Going back to Love. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Adams. Touchdown.
Davante Adams. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers get a score closer. Now the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Makes the score Niners 21, Packers 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here. You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. It's Kaepernick. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Mostert, toss left side. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mostert. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Darnell Savage on the tackle. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
At the 32-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing now is Rodgers. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense at 1st and 10.
4-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
2nd and 9.
Now it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, his third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the 49ers add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Niners 28, Packers 7.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. On 1st down, Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd down.
Rodgers again now. He's got Adams on the hookup. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold.
1st down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And again, it's Rodgers. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there at 22.
1st down, Green Bay.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
17.
Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Niners 28, Packers 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. 2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Here's Mostert. And some room to maneuver. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And some room to roam now.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling.
Rodgers pass.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Niners' 15-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Love going to give this one to Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Jerick McKinnon, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and through. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Running the counter with Mostert. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 33. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles? Touchdown, 49ers! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Rodgers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
17 yards.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now left side on the swing pass.
Rodgers pass.
Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
7-yard.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. Good track. 56. Mike, 56 right there. 56.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And this one complete right side to Funches. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Rodgers to throw once more. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Brings up 4th down.
26.
The Packers go for it. Rodgers. And he gets it to Funches complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Rodgers going to throw. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 2nd and 11 now.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Packers.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now Jones. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
The 3-yard line.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Here's Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Niners 35. Packers 28.
So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Back at the 21.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop.
Watch seven. Single. Check 91.
To throw is Kaepernick. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, Howard should just about put a camper on this game. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum, but not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Tonight's final score.
Totally different.